Hi, folks. We're still getting set up just a little bit, so give us a few more minutes, and then we'll be ready to go real quick. Okay. Okay, Isis. You can sit there. Isabella doesn't. She's in Group B, so you can sit there if you want to. Let's see. Miranda, right? I don't think anybody on the list sits there. You can sit there. Okay, so Michaela, new Michaela. Emery today. Marcos is here. Gary is here. Isis is here. Miranda's here. Destiny is here. Sarah is here. And Jonathan. Okay. Okay, volunteer to run us down to the office. All right. All right, for those of you who are not second period students, I think Angelina, Dominic, you guys are not second period students. You guys need to come during your actual class time, okay? There will be another live stream at that time. Just follow the same link. It's going to be the same link, but you guys can come in at that time instead of right now, okay? I mean, if you want to be here for this one, you can. I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying that you should be in class at your scheduled time as opposed to this, which is second period, okay? Don't want to be confusing or anything, but this is the new normal. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get started. You can see in your book, if you have logged into your book, everybody knows how to log into their books, I assume, I hope. Everybody get into your student textbook. And it's going to be on page 141. Page 141. Boy, that's loud, and I really need to turn that down. Destiny, okay? All right, so there are a few people who do not know how to do their logins and stuff like that. It's not super difficult. Yes, I get it. We're presenting to everyone. Holy smokes, computer. All right, so we're going to go to the Harlandale ISD website. If you are online, if you are not, actually people who are here at school, there is a thing on your desktop that actually says single sign-on. You can double click on that and open it up. For everybody else though, if you are online, then you can go to the For Students part of the Harlandale ISD website. And then you can find this thing that says single sign-on in the For Students area. You go into this For Students area, you go to the single sign-on. All right, the single sign-on basically has the exact same login as it does in your computer. You got your first name dot last name. It's basically your email address without the at myhisd part. Okay, some of you do have a little bit more to your names than other people. You have to put it. You have to put in like Mario Gomez 4 if that's who you are. But it's first name dot last name. That's it. And then your normal school login, which is the first 4 letters of your last name in capital letters, the last 4 of your social, and then an exclamation point. Okay, you should be able to get that done, and then you go log in. Once you're on the login, there's a thing called Savvis Easy Bridge. The Savvis Easy Bridge is the connection for the book and all of its wonderful documentation and whatnot. You click on that, and it should take you to your assignment area. You should have the ability to click on My Class, Savvis Easy Bridge. Easy Bridge. There you go. You should have one of these books that says My Name, and if you click on this little down arrow here, you'll get a book, and you click on the book. CTE something or another, blah, blah, blah. All right? You will have classes. You should have classes, okay, in this orange area. Yeah, if this is the first time sign in for you, then just go on down to the bottom of the screen and say, let's go. Okay, you should have a thing in the middle that says something about my class, CTE something or another, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And then there's going to be something that says massive U, and then massive U again, and then open the new window.
Follow twice to the window. Access to back to see all
All right, and then you're going to say e-text. Somewhere at the top is going to be an option for e-text. And it's going to run you through a couple of things. Miranda, up. And up a little bit more. Yeah, at the top there. There you go. It's gonna give you a couple of hints and pointers. Just continue through all the hints and pointers. And then you're on the book. And then at the top, you'll see this basically. You can click in this area to like put in a page number to go faster to that page. And we're on page 141 for lesson 7. Probably going to be scrolling past it real quick soon. No, you don't want to do it that way, Miranda. No. Go back to the e-text. Right here, in this part. Look. Right here, there's one that probably says cover for you. Right? All right, yeah, take out the cover, delete it, and then type in 141. All right. I'm going to go to the Google Classroom. I'm going to drop in a file for everybody. Go to your Google Classroom. Okay. Oops. Just a second more. Oh, yes. Tri-C will come later. First thing we need, you can download this W07 Tri-C document that is in your thing now. But for the most part, what you need is a blank Word document. So open up Word. And I like to put my things side by side next to each other. Okay? I put my stuff side by side next to each other. I'm going to make a change real quick. Okay. Now we should be able to see me while I'm looking at the thing. Okay, once again, people who are here, if you are not in second period, you don't have to be here right now. You should be coming in during your second period class. I'm sorry, during your actual time. I will be having live streams apparently all day in this new AB schedule. And you can come during that time if you are scheduled for fourth period or sixth period or eighth period or something like that. Okay, so we're getting now a new document. A new document to work with, and we're going to call that W07 try A. So let's go ahead and file save. Go to file, get this save as. And for tries, it doesn't really matter where you save it because I'm never going to ask you for a try document. You can just go ahead and save it to the desktop if you want to. That way you have easy access to it for later on. And as usual, when we name stuff, we're going to name it the way that we normally name stuff, which is last name, your actual last name, space, give me your first initial, okay, just the first letter of your first name, okay, and then we're going to call this W07 try A. W07 try A is what we're calling this. So last name, first initial, W07 try A. So if you missed that part about how we got here for saving stuff, you go up here to File. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay, so in this class, we do stuff with Word documents because Word is a program that has all the features. Okay, I want to show you all the features that you could possibly use. And if you know how to do that stuff, that's great and that's cool. If it's not available to you, oh well, but it's like it's better to know something and not have it available to you than to not know something and then have all these tools that you could be using to do great things. You know what I mean? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to close out that Google Doc or whatever it was that you were using. Just like, you know, move that to the side or like minimize it or whatever. And you're going to pull up a Word document for me. Okay? All right, I'm back. Okay, so that being that, Word document is the word of the day. Okay, so we are going to name it File. We're going to go File. Yeah, click on the white one for the new document. File, over the top. I'm going to say Save As, down on the side. Right-hand side. I'm sorry, left-hand side. Save As. We're going to say Desktop. Should find a desktop. Okay.
Not go to browse. Yeah. And scroll.
Last name, first initial, W07, try A. Okay, save. All right. Now, what we're doing is we're doing bulleted lists here. Bulleted lists are great because bulleted lists can help you to keep your thoughts organized, keep everything in a straight way, and it's also how you need to do your vocabulary. You can also change your bullets. You can actually use symbols or pictures or something like that. So if you're doing something for like your basketball team, you can actually have little bullet points that are basketballs. That's pretty neat. Let's see now. Go on down to page 142, and as usual, we go to the orange areas to get our instructions as to how to do stuff. And when we do things in this class, we actually do them so that we actually know how to do things, okay? I want you guys to know how the actual doing of things goes, okay? So on the Home tab, paragraph group, okay? This is the paragraph group. It's got all your stuff about changing sides, where you go from right or left, spacing of single space, double space, colors of things, all that good stuff is available in this paragraph group. But one of the things that's up here at the top, you'll see bullet lists and you'll see numbered lists, okay? The bullet list is the one that's got some lines and some dots now across from each other, and the numbered list kind of has some really small blue numbers with some really small lines next to it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about things that we need to get from the grocery store, apparently. All right, click on the bullet list. Now, as your English teacher should have taught you, a bulleted list is a list of things in no particular order, right? Bulleted list is just all the things that are equal importance. Okay, so you click on this and you get the little bullet. Now, right now I have paragraph marks on, which is this P button, backwards P with the filled in upper part. Okay, so that would show me where tabs have happened and where the end of the line is, but is it really necessary? Not in particular this time right now. So you could turn them off if you wanted to. So we have a bullet and it's ready for information. Let's say the first thing we need to get from the grocery store is, of course, some milk. Get some milk from the grocery store today. Type it in, press enter. You will notice that when you press enter, it still thinks that you're probably going to be wanting to do a bullet list, so it's going to give you another bullet. Next thing on the list is orange juice. Okay. Press enter twice. What happens when you press enter twice? Well, you get a bullet, but then you press enter again, and it's like, oh, I guess we're not doing bullets anymore. So press enter once to continue the list. Press enter twice to get Word to realize we're not on this list anymore. Okay? Now select the two items. Highlight them with your mouse or with Control A or anything that you want to do. Okay? Highlight these two items. Go to the bullet list drop down. Yes, there is a drop down arrow here on the bullety list. You can actually have different kinds of bullets. You can also see them in preview if you hold the mouse over the option before clicking on it. Okay? Give me some check marks. Now our bullets are now check marks. Yay. All right, with these two things still selected, go to the line and paragraph spacing button, which is this one right here with some lines and some up and down arrows. Click on the drop-down list there. Give me 2.0, which means double spacing. All right, click on that. It's a little too far apart. Okay, use this little arrow right here, or use Control Z, which is your friend, because Control Z removes your errors. Control Z back one time to reset it. Undo what you just did, okay? So Control Z or this back arrow here to undo what you did, put it back to single spacing. Okay? Still with the two bullet links selected, go back to the bullet list again. Maybe this is not for you, the bullet library. Maybe these check marks are good for you, maybe they're not. Okay? Let's say something different. Let's go down here to the list. Define new bullet. Let's do something completely different. Define new bullet. Go to the drop-down list and get define new bullet. Okay? Now, you have bullet characters that can be chosen from symbols, from pictures, and from font things. Let's choose a picture. Choose picture. And now you're given choices of where you're going to find this picture from. From a file that you have on your computer, you could search the internet, or if you've got OneDrive hooked up, you can get on OneDrive and find something from your own files. Okay, we're going to do a Bing image search. Okay, we're going to do a Bing image search. And let's look up bullets. So give me bullet icon. Type in the words bullet icon in this bar here across the BIM image search. Press enter. Okay, you got a lot of different options. Now, in addition to actual military style bullets, you also have some bullets here. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice is that first off, there's this thing here that says Creative Commons only. Okay? Creative Commons only basically means these are things that are authorized by people who made them to be used by anybody with no issues. Okay? If you want to see everything, there's a little drop-down list here, and you could say all. Okay? And now you have all of the options. Now, as a student, you have a lot of leeway as far as what you select and what you put into your documents. As long as you're doing school projects and stuff like that, most of the time you do not have to worry about copyrights and things like that. But if you are doing this in the real world for a job and you're going to make money off of it, you do have to be a little bit more careful about the kind of stuff you select, because that kind of stuff will potentially bite you in the butt, because those people are like, hey, that's my property, that's my drawing, and you're using it to make money off of it, therefore you owe me money. Okay? Be careful with that kind of stuff, because that kind of stuff can get you in some legal hot water. All right, so I've selected all instead of Creative Commons, and I've got a multitude of different options here. Let's say, see if you can find this one, this little star piece right here. I got a little star piece right there. How about you? Okay, if you can't find it, just select anything. It's the point of this is just to show you that you have options. Click insert. Okay, sometimes you're going to get this. Sorry, we couldn't download the picture you selected. That's nonsense. Just select a different picture. It downloads the file. And when you click insert, it downloads the file, and then it's going to replace them. It's going to replace your check marks with that file. Allegedly, supposedly, this is taking forever. Holy smokes. Oh, you couldn't get that one either. How about them apples? And sometimes this happens. Now, let me tell you about an alternate method of doing this. How can I say this nicely? Microsoft has tried to integrate its Bing program into whatever it can, because that's Microsoft's search engine, and it's trying to make money like Google does, in with its search engine stuff. Here's the deal, though: the implementation of this is kind of spotty. A lot of times you'll see it. Like, I've had kids go through every single picture that they had on a Bing search like this one in their Word document, and every single one of them comes up as, sorry, we couldn't download that, too bad, so sad. So this is an option. You know what the other option is? Get it from your own file. Go and open up a Google document or like a Chrome tab or something. Go and open up a Chrome tab, search for the same thing. Go to Images, click on it, Save Image, right-click on it, Save Image As, save it in your downloads or something like that. Okay? Then, like I said, you go to the Create New Bullets, you go to Picture, you go from a file, you go to the folder that you downloaded this stuff into, you select it, you insert it, and it works just fine. So using the Bing search to find objects is hit and miss a lot of the time. Going to Google, downloading the file of the picture that you want, and then using the from your computer option, now you've got the thing. Okay, so if it worked for you, great. If it didn't work for you, everybody take a look here. Now that thing that I downloaded off of the internet is my bullet point instead of the bullet point options that were there before. Does everybody get this and understand what I was talking about? All right. All right, now we can save the changes, but we don't really have to. It doesn't really make a difference. Let's just go ahead and go to the line that we had before. Click underneath where you had milk and orange juice and stuff like that. If you have trouble finding that blank line, go back and click on this backwards looking P, and you will certainly find that little paragraph mark that's underneath the milk and orange juice. Okay, now I want you to go next to the bullet line. Next to the bullet box, there is the numbered list box. Okay? So you have the click button for the bullet list. Right next to it is the click button for the numbered list. Okay? Click on the numbering button. Okay? Now, as your ELA teacher should have revealed to you, numbered lists are for things that are either listed in order of importance or perhaps in order of like direction. Okay, like they have to be done in this particular order to be accomplished successfully. Like directions for a house. Like you can't tell somebody turn on Main Street if you've got to get on Center Street in order to get to Main Street. Okay, it's got to be in order. Therefore, we have an ordered list of things that can be done. All right, so let's click on that numbered list. We're going to get a 1, and we're going to go ahead and say turn left on Main Street. Now, as your English teacher should also have told you, and I can't believe that I have to say this, but holy smokes, you guys get this wrong a lot. Names of things need to be capitalized, like Main Street. Okay, the M in Main and the S in Street have to be capitalized. Press enter when done. Now you get 2. Okay, and the next one is bear right at the fork. It basically means keep to the right-hand side as you're going. At the fork in the road where the road splits, you want to go to the right-hand side. Okay. Then the next one, press enter one more time. It says go straight for 3 miles to destination. If I type any more, it's gonna mess up the thing. Go straight for 3 miles to destination. Now, folks who are looking at the screen in here in the classroom here, stop doing that. That's why you have your book open. Scroll down to this 143 page. It's all in here in this section in the orangish brownish section. It's highlighted in blue. All the things that you should type up. Okay. Okay. Press enter one more time. You will get 4. Now, everybody go to the 4. Once you're done typing, go to the 4 and right-click on it. You're going to get some options here in the middle that are definitely related to bullets and numbering. One of them is to restart the bulleted list at 1. Okay, basically making a new list, restart it at 1. Another option is to continue the numbering. Perhaps you have pressed enter a couple times, put in some different information, maybe had an explanatory paragraph or a picture or something like that. You've gotten off of your numbered list. Well, if you click on numbered list and it gives you a new set of numbers, but it's like you wanted to continue the numbering, then this one right here, continue numbering, would be helpful. Or you could just say, I'm going to just start where I want to start, and then you could just use this set numbering value to tell it exactly which one you want. Okay? But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and right-click on the number 4, and then we're going to click the Restart at 1. Click Restart at 1. Now we've got a new list. Okay? A new list that starts over at number 1. Now, go back and right-click on this number 1 again, and do the thing that I was telling you about. Continue the numbering. Click on Continue Numbering, and it turns back into a 4. And now the last instruction is park behind the building. that is the last step in our little destination. Now you can also do this. Go ahead and click on the 1. Right click on that 1 in front of turn left on Main Street. Do the set numbering value. Do set numbering value. All right. We can set this value to whatever we want. Go ahead and put it on 5. Set numbering value to 5. You can use the up arrows or down arrows to change the number, or you could just straight up type in 5 in the left-hand side. That works just fine too. Say OK. Now it's 5, 6, 7, 8 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha ha ha. Now highlight all of your numbered list items. Highlight all of your numbered list items. Go to the numbered list button and notice that there's a drop-down menu. You actually have a bunch of things that you could do for this numbered list. First off, you don't have to use 1 period, 2 period, 3 period. You could use 1 parentheses, 2 parentheses. Or you could use Roman numerals. You could use ABCs with parentheses, ABCs with periods, small ABCs, lowercase letters, lowercase Roman numerals. Okay, lots of different options that you could have in the numbered list library. Okay, let me see lowercase letters followed by parentheses. Give me lowercase letters with parentheses. This one right here. Everybody look. Lowercase letters with parentheses. Okay, click on it. Automatically changes over. Now, do you see these numbered dots that I gave for the milk and the orange? Do you see these right here? These are kind of small and rinky-dink and tiny, and I don't like them anymore. I want them to be bigger. Click on right-click on this first bullet right here, and there's going to be something for you to change. Okay, you got to do font though. Okay, to change the size of this bullet is actually a font thing. Okay, so go to the bullet right here in front of milk, right-click on it, choose font. Okay, it's going to give you the font changing side stuff. Okay, go to the font size and change it to 14. If you really want to see the change, go to 18 and say OK. Now the bullets are size 14 or 18 point, depending on which one you did. And you can actually change it up here in the font list here. But that changes everything. Careful. Careful. Okay. 14 into the point. Now my little things that I selected to be my bullet points, they are changed in size to make them bigger. Okay. Now, once again, right-click and go to paragraph. Right-click on the bullet and go to paragraph. Okay. Let's say we're too close. Okay. Maybe we need to change up how these look and how close they are to each other. Okay. Click paragraph on the right-clicked menu. Go to the paragraph dialog box. Go to this by. Okay, see this by part right here? In the indentation area. That controls how far this goes over to the side before it starts doing letters. Okay? Changing the hanging indentation by a certain amount changes how the bullet point reacts with the words. So we can go from 0.25. Actually, just highlight it, type in 0.75. Say OK. And you can see that the bullet and the words are now farther apart. Good times. Okay, multi-level lists are kind of the same thing as this. If you highlight these and you go to the third option in this area, you can have multi-level lists. And anytime you press enter and then press tab, it turns from like the number here to the different type of numbering of like the next level down. So like 1A is now your new thing. All right, people in the classroom, go ahead and go. You guys can, I'll clean up. You guys can go ahead and roll on to your next class. Everybody else, sorting. Once you've got a multi-level list going, also if you've got these kind of lists, you can click this and you can do this A to Z downward button and it will sort all of the items basically by whatever type you choose it to be. Like paragraphs, it'll choose the thing in each paragraph and then it will sort on that option. Okay, so milk and orange juice are already pretty well sorted. You can also choose to sort it descending, which means like from the top level stuff to the bottom level stuff. Okay, and then it flips the reverses it. Okay, orange juice is now in front of milk because we have reversed the alphabet in the descending order. Okay, everybody, that's good enough for today. Let's go ahead and go to our next classes. Appreciate you being here. Remember, every day, second period people, log in during second period. Everybody else, log in during your class period. All right, you can go ahead and go. Log into your next class now. Thank you. Bye, Ariana. Have a good day.